Oh, what a perilous affair it is to be a member of a royal family, with the eyes of the world forever upon you, watching and waiting for the slightest misstep or lapse in composure. Even for those most practiced in the art of graceful public presentation, danger lurks around every corner. An uneven patch of ground, a gust of wind, a distracted moment. Any of these can spell disaster for even the most refined royal. Just ask His Noble Majesty, King Charles VIII of the United Kingdom. Why, only last week during his official state visit to the fascinating country of Kenya, alongside his lovely wife Queen Consort Camilla, a wayward strip of artificial grass nearly sent the 74-year-old monarch tumbling to the ground. As Charles toured a cemetery honoring fallen soldiers from the Commonwealth, his foot caught upon one of the troublesome grass mats lining the walkway. Video footage of the incident shows Charles briefly losing his balance as Camilla, ever dutiful, reached out to grab his arm. Fortunately, disaster was averted and the king quickly righted himself, smoothly donning his sunglasses to proceed with the procession as if nothing had happened at all. Though dignified recovery was made, one shudders to think what an undignified scene may have unfolded if the king's luck had not held. Even for the younger generation of royals, danger lurks. Why, just look at the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton. Known for her elegance and poise, the princess had a rare, ungraceful moment back in September 2019 as she fumbled her footing whilst entering an automobile following a charity engagement. Stepping out in London alongside husband Prince William to attend an event supporting their crisis text line initiative Shout, the princess, and 41 years old, appeared to trip on the curb in her black high heels as she made her way into the waiting vehicle. Ever the doting husband, William braced to catch her if need be, but Kate quickly recovered on her own, leaving the couple to share an amused grin as they ducked into the car to make their exit. Though no lasting damage was done, it just goes to show that not even fashion icon Kate Middleton is immune to the occasional awkward stumble. Indeed, for a princess, a momentary lapse in composure can happen anytime, anywhere. Just ask Princess Anne, the stoic and stalwart Princess Royal. Why, Anne was simply going about her royal duties on a walkabout on the island of Guernsey when she took a sudden spill right in front of the gathered crowds. When well-meaning bailiff Geoffrey Rowland rushed to aid her in getting back on her feet, he was sternly scolded for his efforts. "No, don't do that, thank you. Grabbing me round my won't help," Anne told him. "I'm perfectly capable of getting myself up." Though no doubt annoyed by the public fall, it seems the princess was even more perturbed by Rowland's unsolicited intervention. Onlookers said Anne looked simply furious by the attempted act of chivalry. It just goes to show, royalty wished to keep their composure at all costs, and pity the poor soul who tries to assist without being asked. Even for the most seasoned royal veterans, the threat of an unplanned plunge always looms. Back in 2017 at the Royal Ascot races, Sophie, the Countess of Wessex and wife of Prince Edward, took a tumble right into the lap of Kate Middleton. Sitting together in a carriage viewing the races, Sophie lost her balance as she went to enter the vehicle and fell right into Kate's waiting arms. Kate's mouth gaped in surprise as she braced for the impact. But afterward, both ladies laughed off the embarrassing incident, while Prince William and Edward smiled in amusement nearby. Though Sophie blushed, Kate took it all in stride. Lest one think only the ladies of the royal family are prone to the occasional graceless slip, let us not forget the famously fun-loving Prince Harry. During his 2012 Diamond Jubilee tour of Brazil, the free-spirited young prince, then 27, threw himself wholly into the festivities. On the beaches of Rio de Janeiro, he ran a 1-mile charity race alongside local families for sport relief, beaming with exertion and enthusiasm. Later, he gleefully joined in a rugby match with school children, chasing after the ball with boundless energy and no regard for decorum. When tackled to the sandy ground, Harry simply laughed and jumped back up, unbothered by grass stains or scraped knees. He was there to have fun in the moment. Royal dignity be damned. It is good to see a prince unafraid to fall once in a while. So you see, despite their polished refinement and regal restraint, even the royal family cannot escape the occasional blunder or stumble as they go about their official duties. For all their training in grace and composure, they remain merely human like the rest of us. But it is in those unguarded moments of lost footing or dignity that we glimpse their humanity and share fallibility. So let us not judge them too harshly, for who among us has not been tripped up every now and again, literally or metaphorically? They may quickly recover their royal bearing, but underneath those polished exteriors, they are simply people seeking to do their duty, even when the ground unexpectedly gives way beneath their feet. Their composure may occasionally desert them, but their commitment never does. Even royalty, who we often view as poised and perfect, can take the occasional tumble just like us commoners. Throughout history, there have been many instances of princes and princesses tripping, stumbling, and falling in public. One such occasion was in 1991 when the beloved Princess Diana, who tragically passed away in 1997, stumbled walking up the stairs to board a plane during a visit to Pakistan. As she ascended the aircraft stairs, her heel caught, and she began to fall forward. Quickly grabbing onto the handrail, Diana was able to catch herself before face-planting. Though surely embarrassed, she laughed it off and boarded the plane. Unfortunately for the Princess of Wales, her day went from bad to worse when the flight was delayed an entire hour due to stormy weather. Another royal tumble occurred in September 2019 when Zara Tindall, daughter of Princess Anne, fell off her horse during the Berkeley Horse Trials competition. Zara's husband, Mike, and their two young daughters, Mia and Lena, looked on in concern as she was bucked from her steed mid-jump. Though the fall was jarring, the experienced equestrian appeared unharmed and went on to complete the course after remounting. In April 2011, Sheikh Hamza bint Nasser Al Misand, wife of the Emir of Qatar, also took a spill in public. While walking alongside her husband and Spain's former king Juan Carlos in Madrid, one of Moza's high heels got caught in a drain cover. As she stumbled trying to free her shoe, the men continued walking, seemingly oblivious. Though clearly embarrassed, the Sheikha maintained her poise and grace as she regained her footing and composure. Another royal fall occurred at a royal wedding in 2011. Prince Laurent of Belgium took a tumble on the red carpet while arriving for the wedding of Prince Albert and Charlene Wittstock in Monaco. Catching his foot on the carpet, Laurent tripped and began to fall forwards. Thankfully, a security guard was there to grab the prince's arm and help him regain his balance before hitting the ground. After brushing himself off, Laurent was able to laugh and resume his stately duties. In 2000, Queen Sofia of Spain also learned the perils of formal wear when she took a spill walking up the stairs at a White House state dinner. Wearing a floor-length gown and heels, Sofia lost her footing and began falling backwards. Her husband, King Juan Carlos, and President Bill Clinton, who were walking behind her, both quickly reached out to grab her arms and steady the Queen before she tumbled down the stairs entirely. Though clearly embarrassed, Sofia regained her composure and gracefully entered the dinner. Even little royals take the occasional topple, as evidenced by an incident with Princess Charlotte at Princess Eugenie's wedding in 2018. As Charlotte, aged 3, walked into St. George's Chapel alongside her cousin Lady Louise Windsor, a strong gust of wind nearly blew both girls over. Louise was able to grab Charlotte's arm and help her regain her balance before she was knocked completely off her feet. Though startled, the tiny princess handled the near fall with poise beyond her years. One of the most amusing royal falls comes from Prince Philip himself in 1967. While playing a polo match, Philip's bicycle collided with that of a teammate, sending the Duke of Edinburgh toppling onto the grass. Always one to laugh at himself, Philip found the entire incident entertaining and was able to brush it off and get back on his bike. Though royalty must always present themselves with grace and elegance, they are still human like the rest of us. Slips, stumbles, and occasional clumsy moments are inevitable for everyone. However, the poise and good humor displayed by these noble men and women in the face of embarrassment show their true royal nature. By laughing at themselves and moving on unfazed, they prove that even princes and princesses can take a tumble now and then. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.